everyone. In this lecture series, we are going to say about need of programming with a simple scenario. Uh, Consider the scenario. There is a two pictures. What is that? Anyone is guess? Yes, this is the airport pictures. You can see that these pictures in that airport. The top first picture is landing takeoff of airport, and second picture is shows the landing of aeroplanes. After landing, they are passengers are coming in that way. The first pictures, they are entering into the airport. This the two thing is happen in every airport frequently. So in the airport, there are many flights are landing and taking off. Consider one scenario. In the airport, there are many flights are landing and taking off. Unlike the road traffic, the flights do not have any direct information about that flights around them. So there is a air traffic control at the ground, gives the instruction to each flight on what it should do. Similarly, the instruction are provided. So it's the same way the instruction are provided to the computer to accomplish a specific task. So that such instruction is called as a program, and the act of creating a program is known as a programming. So what is the programming? Programming is nothing but we are giving the instruction to the computer to do the particular task. So that instruction is called as a program. So the way of creating that program is called as a programming. So the solution to any problem involves the three aspect. One, you have an input, process and output. Let us take the example problem of counting that the number of flights in the airport. At the start of the day, there were 100 flights in the airport. Based on the number of takeoffs and number of landings in a day, how would you figure out the current number of flights in the airport? So this is a scenario. So for that scenario, we have to calculate the how many number of flights are landing and how many number of flights are takeoff. So what can be the first we have to understand the problem clearly. So based upon the understanding of the problem, we have to check that what can be the input and what should be the process and what is the output of the above problem. So every solution, the solution to any problem contains a three-way set of aspect: input, process and output. So how will you do? Anyone can try. How will you do that? How will you calculate the landing and takeoff airports in flights in the any airport? Okay, no issue. So in that the first, before going into writing any algorithm, any program, we have to do the there is a several problem solving techniques is there, tools is there. One is an algorithm, other one is a pseudocode. So based upon the algorithm and pseudocode, we can create a program. So what is an algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but it should be represented from the mental thoughts into a form which others can understand. So what we have to think, what is the we have to calculate, we have to find in the solution to the above problem mentally. So that mental representation, it is represented in way of pictorial representation. It is called as a algorithm. So that so any solution, first we are giving the pictorial representation, means that can be understood clearly by any end users. So there are primarily two ways of representing an algorithm. One is a flowchart, other one is a pseudocode. So the flowchart is nothing but it is a diagrammatic way of representing an algorithm, and then pseudocode is representing the algorithm between a program and normal English. So in that pseudocode, we can use a simple English and also some coding part of the program also. So for example, here is a pseudocode and flowchart of the above problem solutions. First thing, we have to find out what is an input, and from that input what we have to process, and what is my output. The output is we have to calculate that how many number of flights are takeoff and landing in the particular day. So the input of the above problem is that they are giving that so the input is number of takeoffs and number of landings. So the initially we are giving that the number of flights in the airport is 100. So based upon that we have to calculate the current landing and takeoff flights in the given airport. So the current number of flight which is equal to initial number of flight. Initial நமக்கு எவ்வளோ இருந்துச்சுங்க 100 plus number of landing எவ்வளோ லேண்ட் ஆகிருக்கு மைனஸ் நம்பர் ஆஃப் டேக் ஆஃப். ஸோ இது மூணையும் நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா we can find out that number of flights in the given airport. So this is the statement we have to calculate. So that statement is a process statement. So that could be it is an given in that right hand side flow chart. The input in the flow chart is a diagrammatical representation. It is contains different shapes. For a start and stop we have a flat oval symbol, so that is used for start and end. Suppose the input output we are using the parallelogram, and for the process we are using the rectangles. So this is a symbol frequently we are used in the algorithms, and the other thing also for checking we have a diamond shapes. So in the for based upon the problem given we have to calculate the number of flights in the given airport. ஸோ நம்ம எப்படி அதை கால்குலேட் பண்ண போகிறோம் அப்படின்னா ஸ்டார்டிங்கில் எவ்வளோ இருந்துச்சு, தென் எவ்வளோ டேக் ஆஃப் ஆச்சு, எவ்வளோ வந்து லேண்டிங் இருக்குது. ஸோ நம்பர் ஆஃப் இனிஷியல் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஃப்ளைட்ஸ் ப்ளஸ் நம்பர் ஆஃப் லேண்டிங்ஸ் மைனஸ் நம்பர் ஆஃப் டேக் ஆஃப். நம்ம இதை கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா ஈஸிலி we can find that current number of flights. So first we have in the term of flow chart start. After that we are what is an input for that number of takeoffs or number of landings. So next is the initial condition we have to initialize. Initial is equal to current number of flights. Startingல எவ்வளோ இருந்துச்சு. Then what is the process, main process here, the current number of flight which is equal to initial number of flights plus number of landing minus number of takeoffs. So based upon that we are calculating the result will be stored in the current number of flight. So that results are displayed in the output. So at the end we are going to stop the program. So this is the way we are representing that problem in the flow chart. So the pseudocode means in the normal we are using the normal English, and the code we are represent the pseudocode. So in the programming we are convert that 4 statements in the programming, which programming we are going to use. Based upon that we are going to represent the programming steps. So the input number of takeoffs and number of landings. இதில் வந்து number of takeoffs and number of landing அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து variables we are using. So the initial number of flights is another variable which is equal to that is initialized first starting it is initialized as 100. So this is the assignment statement. The 100 is assigned to the left hand side variable. The third one we are using the another variable, it is a current number of flights. So which is equal to that we are using two operators plus and minus. Initial number of flights plus number of landings minus number of takeoffs. Based upon the calculation we are going to find the output. That output is stored in the left hand side number of flights variable. The last one we are going to display using the printer for scanner. Suppose we are using the C language, means we are going to print the current number of flight calculation in the printf statements. So this is the way we are going to write a program for us every solution. So for every given solution, every given problem, first how will you find the solution means first we have to find out what is the input of a program and how to do the process and what is the output of the program. So based upon that we have some mental calculation. So for that mental calculation we are represent in terms of an algorithm in the way of flowchart or pseudocode. So from that pseudocode and flowchart we can easily convert that into the program. I hope you will understand what is the programming and what is the flowchart and what is the pseudocode in this simple example. Thank you.